All right, so the first use is energy, right? The second use I would use it for is to maintain high levels of performance throughout the day or multiple bouts, maybe it's cross the competition. And then the third use case is with like contrast therapy. So when you think about the sauna and the cold, it's an enjoyable experience. They produce neuromodulators and chemicals in your brain that make you feel good and happy and euphoric. And so when you pair those up, it's a really awesome experience. And so that's how I use it. I usually do some type of sauna back and forth from the cold, like one, because it feels good. Two, it allows you to go back in the sauna and get your temperature down much faster than if you were just to wait around. Like, I don't know if you've ever tried to do sauna back to back and just get out and wait and try to go back in. Your core temperature takes a while to come back down. So the cold is a really great way to make that happen faster. Protocol wise, like usually if it's in the middle of the day, I'll do like 15 in the sauna, 2 minutes, back and forth a couple times. If it's at night, I try to do sauna kind of by itself. But what I found is if I don't do cold, like I'm really hot, it takes me a little too long to cool down. Like the idea is expose yourself to hot, get in the cool room. The faster you cool down, the faster you fall asleep. But sometimes if like it's a longer sauna session, I'm a little too hot. And so I'll just dip real quick in the cold. When you think about like the cold, like from an invigorating, like waking yourself up, stimulating your brain perspective, it's gonna take a while. I'm not sure what that number would be. I'm sure everyone's different, but coming from the hot, I think you're pretty safe to just dip in the cold and cool yourself off real quick. So then when you transition to the bedroom, you can cool down really quick, fall asleep fast. Full transparency, I have pretty clean water in these things. So sometimes I don't shower before I go to bed. And that's another reason that motivates me to dip in the cold. So yeah, I think those are the use cases. I think cold exposure and cold plunging's got a lot of like mixed opinions, but the one thing that's for sure is it makes you feel great. Like afterwards you feel awesome. It gives you energy, reduces inflammation. I think it's about feeling as good as possible. And that is one thing the cold plunge it's really good at. As far as brands, like I was in Investor in Edge Theory. Unfortunately, they went out of business. I tried all the brands out there, literally, I think all the brands, and I have Cold Creek tubs and they're amazing. The reason I love it is one, it's one piece, right? The chiller is inside, but the cold plunge, it's a super durable material and it's insulated. I think that's a huge miss with a lot of cold plunges. What that means is it's this piece of like plastic rubber, right? It's really nice looking, but in there is insulation. And so that means the chiller doesn't have to work nearly as hard because it's almost like a really nice cooler, and a cooler is going to keep that temperature a lot lower, so that water is going to stay pretty consistent. There's been times where like our electricity went out and it will stay cold for like hours and hours and hours even though it's not running, and so that allows your chiller to stay working for a lot longer time. That's the thing with cold plunges, the chiller always breaks, and that's super annoying. So I've had Cold Creek for about 6 months and they don't break. There's literally no maintenance. The most hands-off cold plunge I've ever seen. As far as value goes and just ease of use, you cannot beat it.